Hello there, just going to change over the receiver in this MN168 Range Rover so I can use my own transmitter. So there's just 4 screws to remove that hold the chassis onto the body. Unfortunately, changing over to my receiver, I'll lose the lighting that's built into the receiver on the car that came with it. However, I'll be installing the lighting controller that I showed you in a previous video sometime in the near future. 4 screws to remove, 2 at the back, 2 at the front. The material is very soft in the body, and I'll just drop the screw in there, but fish that one out in a bit. Yeah, the body material is very soft. And just taking out the last screw. I've already unplugged the steering and ESC cables from the receiver, and it's just a case of pulling off a sticky pad that's on the bottom. Also unplugged the lighting cable that you can see attached to the distribution board on the bottom of the body there for the lighting. This is a receiver I'm putting in, but you'll see there's a little plastic tab sticking up that won't let you stick the receiver down as such, so that just needs to be snipped out. It's only a couple of tiny bits of plastic and one sticking up sort of spike, and then a little bit of a tab to it, so it just cuts at the bottom of the tabs and down the side there. So just sticking the receiver down to the sticky pad that's already there. It's still got quite a bit of stick. Put it on a bit of Velcro or whatever you want to do there. And plug in the steering servo to channel 1. Then the ESC into channel 2. Then channel 3 will eventually get the lighting controller plugged into. Then just removing the wire that goes to the lighting controller board. So I'm going to set up the receiver to the transmitter, plug it in the bind plug, switching the power on the car, holding down the bind button on the transmitter, at the same time powering on the transmitter. That's how it works for this one anyway. And there, the lights stop flashing. It's bound the receiver now. Remove the bind plug, then power off the car, power the car back on, and then switch the transmitter on. I see the wheels twitch there, so it's bound there just a little bit to just try the steering, and just a little bit on the throttle to try it. Wasn't sure where to put the antenna wire for this. Could have made it shorter, I guess, but there's a gap in the bulkhead on the interior, so I've just threaded it up through there just to keep it out of the way. Just making sure there's no wires trapped anywhere. And just going to drop the chassis back onto the body. Just locate those. And then put the screws back in, 4 screws, 2 at the back, 2 at the front. This one just keeps turning. As I mentioned, the body's really soft, so I'm going to have to work a way out of doing that. Might insert those brass splined sort of threaded nuts that you can get to push into the plastic, and then you push in with a sort of a soldering iron and it melts into the plastic. And then just used tiny bolts instead of the screws. Or I've seen magnets being used as well to hold the chassis to the body. Again, that screw there was also turning, and this last one into the bottom. Yeah, both of those are turning, so only one of them's really gripping. So just a few things to set up on the transmitter. The steering servo needed reversing because that was going round the wrong way. The endpoint seemed okay for the steering, and the throttle I sort of turned down on the dual rate and bit of expo on that. But yeah, just need to fiddle around with that a bit more, see how we go. So just having a tootle around the back garden. Got the rates to probably change a bit. Turn them right down so it doesn't go too quick. Just have a tweak with the bits and bobs, and that'll be it till I put the lights in. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you like the content, and I'll see you soon.